Hi ladies and gentlemen, good morning or good evening to everyone. Today I am going to discuss DB2 isolation levels and which one is the proper isolation level for DB2 accessing. First of all, what is concurrency? And there are multiple users like first user, second user, third users and more users, and they are accessing the same database. Like first user is viewing the database and second is updating the same table, and third is inserting the data in the same table. So there are one DB manager. Okay, DB manager allows each user to view the data, update the data or insert the data in a way so that data integrity is maintained. Okay, so these all users are sharing the resources for the same database table. So we can say like sharing of resources by multiple interactive users or application program at the same time is known as concurrency. And so what is isolation level? Isolation level is a bind parameter which play a major role in the concurrency control. Okay, and sometimes user also use the isolation level during running the query, like UR is uncommitted readable. And so isolation level decide how the applications are isolated from a database object which is being accessed by one application or another application. Okay, like there are multiple application or users which were accessing the same database. So isolation level make something like lock the row record and unlock the release the lock. It decide that approach, like when to acquire the lock and when to release the acquired lock. So DB2 support page and row level locking at the program execution level, which means isolation level apply the row or page level locking. One thing to be noted is that regardless of the isolation level, if like you have not used the isolation level, so there is database manager. What it do, it apply the exclusive lock on the row that are being updated by an application. Okay, so there are different kind of lock, like first is share lock. What it do, like there are current concurrent application processes are limited to read only operation on the data. And for update, like under a ulock, concurrent application processes are limited to read only operation on the data. If these processes doesn't have declared, they might update a row. The database manager assume that the process currently looking at a row that might update it. Means if there are updating option during the table, so it will apply that lock update. And there is third exclusive lock. Under an X lock, concurrent application processes are prevented from accessing the data in any way. Like there are one user, two user, three users. So what it do means at one time one user can only access the table. Like at second time only second user can access the table. Okay, so this is the exclusive lock, but like it doesn't apply to the application process with an isolation level of uncommitted read, which can read but not modify the data. So first isolation level is repeatable read. It lock the table within a unit of work. An application can retrieve and operate on a row in table as many times as needed. In this entire table is low. So we can say this level is restricted more restricted locking level. Okay, or you can say approach, means it lock the entire table and not just the row that are retrieved, but it lock the entire table until the unit of work complete, no other application or user can update, delete or insert a row that would affect the table. Means it will log entire table. Like you have one table of 1000 row. What it will do, it will log all the 1000 row. Okay. And second is read stability. Means in read stability, what it do, like you have 1000 row and you have used the where clause, but it fetches or meant it bring the data of 100 row based on the where clause. Okay, so it will apply the log on the 100 row only, not on the entire table. So it is least restricted logging level. Logging level. Okay, will keep all qualifying row logged until the transaction is complied. Means only the qualified row will be logged. Does release log on row that do not satisfy query predicate or where clause. Means whatever row is not satisfying the query or where clause, it will release the log from that rows and use for result set stability or when future action on written row may be taken. And third is cursor stability level. What it is, a default isolation level. First is default isolation level. If you are not defining any isolation level, but automatically it will use in your execution. Guaranteed to only return data which was committed at the time of read. And log each row one at a time, never has two log at once. What it do, like you have cursor. Okay, and there are like 10 record, 5 record. Okay, so what it will do, it will like fetching the first record, so it mean or updating the record, so it will log this one. Okay, only. And but other will be other will be unlocked. Means other four will be released. But like it has log, it has completed this means every operation on this row, so it will come to the second row, so it will log this one and release this one. And so same like this, if it came at 4, it will release every other 3 above 3 rows. So means wherever your cursor point, only that row will be logged. Okay. And fourth isolation level is uncommitted read. For read only query, no locking record. Means no record locking approach is here, and will see uncommitted changes by other transactions. Good for accessing read only table. Statement in UR. Means if there are statements something like which are modifying any data, so what it do, it internally upgrade the query to the CS level. Okay. But it is means it is not restricted. Means what if it is in readable mode, means there will be no logging if you are reading only, so it is uncommitted read. And and next topic is like choosing the proper isolation level. How you can choose the proper isolation level? Use the repeatable read isolation level if you are executing large query and you don't want concurrent transaction to have the ability to make changes that would cause the query to return different result if run more than once. Means if there are large query and you do not want to use the other concurrent transaction to update your data, so this level is preferable. And second level is like read stability isolation level. You can use this when you want some level of concurrency between application, yet you also want qualified row to remain stable, qualified row, for the duration of an individual transaction. Use the cursor stability isolation level when you want maximum concurrency between application, yet you don't want query to see uncommitted data. And Fourth one is uncommitted read isolation level. If you are executing query on read only view database, if it doesn't matter whether a query return uncommitted data or value. Okay, in cursor means wherever your cursor will be there in third approach, only that row will be log. Thank you guys. That's all from my side. Please like the video and hit the red subscribe button for getting more new notification